The collapse of the old USA was one of the major world events of the 21st century. Even if the so-called new United States were to reunite with the Free States, it will still be vastly different than what it was 50 years ago. By 2077, it is clear that the collapse was inevitable. The signs were all there, screaming at our faces. The first three corporate wars fought between the years of 1990 and 2016 strengthened the position of the megacorporations, giving them more authority than most world governments, and the USA was no exception. Affiliations between politicians and corporations ceased to be regarded as conflicts of interest, and lobbying was out in the open. As the companies gained unlimited access to the world's natural resources, environmental collapse and climate change were a doomsday clock ticking every second. Acid rain and dust storms caused by extreme deforestation soon became America's #1 problem. Those natural disasters were also accompanied by political ones. Thermonuclear war in the Middle East turned that part of the world into a radioactive wasteland, causing global crisis of oil. I wonder if we will ever get a DLC that shows that part of the globe. I mean, I can't wait to play a good Fallout game one more time, as the last couple of ones were a real disappointment for me. To bail out its ass, America thought that it was a smart idea to manipulate the global stock markets. This plan backfired badly when classified information secretly was leaked into the public. As a result, worldwide financial meltdown shook the economies of almost every country on the globe, which in turn allowed powerful corporations to gain even more power. Meanwhile, in the USA, a coup launched by the so-called Gang of Four ended federal democracy. The gang were formed by the most powerful federal agents at the time, the NSA, CIA, FBI, and DEA. Both the World Bank and the World Stock Exchange were gone, and the United States government had no one to borrow money from. New federal bonds were cashed in at a rate so high that the government could barely print money fast enough. Faster and faster, the once mighty United States spun into vortex. Many states saw this as an opportunity to abandon the sinking boat by declaring themselves free states. That time also marked the emergence of the nomad groups, a new American social class of migrants in search of water, jobs, and safety, fleeing from the political hurricane nationwide. As things weren't dire enough, by 1996, both the president and the vice president were killed during separate campaign stops, in Maine and California respectively. The Speaker of the House was undergoing a bypass surgery, and the head of the Senate refused the position of the presidency. That was very convenient, if you ask me. Of course, this led to martial law being declared, and now officially the corporate-backed military ran the country. The collapse was seen as the rock bottom by virtually anyone back in the late 2000s. And then it came the Fourth Corporate War, which, by the way, is the subject of the next video. I am bringing Cyberpunk 2077 content every day, especially for you. For now, it's mostly news and lore, but in less than 90 days, you can expect an explosion of gameplay-related content from me. So to not miss any of that, make sure to smash that subscribe button. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.